You're watching PTV.
As the shift to cleaner energy intensifies, nickel is increasingly being recognized as a key component of electric vehicle batteries. The booming demand for this metal has spurred a bull market that has seen price increases of almost 100% year over year, which has led many to call nickel the new gold. One company that's benefiting from this surge is Power Nickel.
The lithium iron battery should have been called the nickel iron battery because the nickel in cars is about 60 kilograms now per battery. Nickel's become, really scarce and very, very tough to find. So if you've got clean nickel and you can produce it, sort of in a reasonable way, your path is really going to be made for you.
Power Nickel is in an enviable position to take advantage of these favorable market dynamics with a sizable nickel deposit at Nisk, their flagship property near James Bay in Quebec.
So Nisk had been discovered back in 2006, about 3.1 million tons of about 1.5% nickel EQ. To be a producing nickel sulfate mine, you have to be about 8 to 10 million tons. We would expect this deposit will ultimately probably get to 20 to 50 million tons. That would make this a $1 billion deposit. And we'd expect to get to a commercial phase in terms of tonnage discovered probably in H1 of next year. So it's an exciting stage to get involved. The big movement in any sort of junior mining stock is when you go from being an exploration play to being perceived as being commercial. So that's what's about to happen for NIST, so we're pretty excited about that.
In the meantime, Power Nickel is taking advantage of some generous tax incentives designed to help establish domestic supply chains.
Being in Quebec, our exploration dollar goes twice as far as anybody else's. We literally, for every dollar we invest, the tax benefits drive us another 50 cents. So that's huge. We got like a 50% discount of exploration over anyone else in the world, and that's profound.
Once Nisk is in production, the demand for nickel will be bolstered by the recently passed Inflation Reduction Act, which mandates the use of North American nickel to qualify for potential subsidies. It also doesn't hurt that Nisk is projected to produce one of the greenest sources of Class 1 nickel in the world.
It's important that our gathering of the minerals doesn't actually create more environmental pollution than the fossil fuels do. That's why getting Class 1 nickel is important, and especially high grade. The other thing that drives our situation is we're across the road from a major Hydro-Quebec substation. So this will be powered by hydroelectric power based on water.
Given all the favorable circumstances, Power Nickel CEO Terry Lynch thinks this is an excellent time for investors to get on board.
We're probably the cheapest nickel exploration company in the world with a known deposit compared to our peers by a lot. We're like a tenth the price. So if you want to invest in junior mining when you're going to move from an exploration play to a commercial play, check out Power Nickel.
Recent assay results from the Nisk project have reinforced the hope that Power Nickel is in the process of confirming Canada's next nickel sulfide mine.